Oh, hi. It is so good to see you all. Hi, moms, dads, boys, and girls. It is really good to spend some time together today. I've just been checking on things to make sure we are ready for Christmas Eve. I must say that I'm getting really excited. Are you? I've been watching, and I've seen at times it has been difficult managing all these feelings that you have, especially inside. This year has been one tough year. I want you to keep working on it. You are all doing great. And remember that these feelings will soon pass, giving way to new ones. Yes, what a year it has been. This year, things have been different, haven't they? There has been a lot of change and adjustment. It has been a tricky year for all of us, even up here at the North Pole. As I've been watching, you have all shown your true superhero powers. You have been doing your best keeping others and yourselves safe. That in itself is a truly amazing gift that you have given to the people around you. Even if you don't see it that way, it is true. And Mrs. Claus and myself and all my elves want to say thank you. I have seen schoolwork assignments that you have completed, the beautiful artwork that you have done, the games you have played, the improved gaming skills you have achieved. I have heard the jokes that you have told, and oh boy, you have made this old man laugh. So now I must assure you and tell you that we are really lucky here at the North Pole. You don't need a word. We are so far away from everyone that we have not been affected by the COVID-19 virus. So every one of my elves has been working away business as usual. They are in fine spirits and are working really hard. My workshop is full of mischief and magic. My elves are especially excited this Christmas as this is a very special Christmas. This Christmas is not only about the gifts we receive, it is about sharing Christmas cheer and love with our friends and our families, with those that can be with us and those that cannot. Always remember that your love and your cheer travels on the wind. It lights up the hearts of our loved ones and the sky as my reindeer fly at night. Oh yeah, speaking of reindeer, they are really hungry at the moment. I think they are getting ready for their favorite flight. They have been practicing their takeoffs and their landings. They do this every year to be ready to keep us from crashing and to make sure that we get all the toys delivered. My reindeer, like you, sometimes make mistakes, but that's okay because they get a little better every time they do it. It's worth the practice. So here at the North Pole, the nights are growing longer to make sure that we have enough time to get ready for Christmas Eve. And where you are, the dark is getting longer too. So make sure that you take advantage of the daylight. Try to get outside a bit, take a walk, ride a bike, bundle up warmly, and have a picnic. Now is the time that you can make bug hotels, building dens, and it's time to hear the birds spread their winter stories and their songs. When I feel things get a bit tricky, I sometimes go outside just to breathe. The cold air makes me feel better. Plus, I love to watch the steam rise out from my mouth. Don't you? And if you're like some of my elves who don't like the dark either, they light up the night with their very own homemade Christmas lanterns. I have watched the Christmas lanterns parade for so many years. It fills me with such delight and Christmas sparkle. So light up your gardens and light up your windows. Oh, and before I forget this year, I need you to do something for me. I need your help. That is why I'm asking you to ring out your bells at 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve. I want you to do this to spread the sound of Christmas cheer to all that are around you. Let those who cannot be with you know that you're in their thoughts and their prayers. And it'll let me know as I fly through the night sky, hearing your tinkles. And that will help me guide my sleigh to every home around the world. Now, my elves and I have made a special delivery to the Affinity team of 300 bells. Now, if you'll contact Affinity, they will make sure that you receive some so that you can join in too. The elves also, they have been terribly busy decorating their own jam jars, and they are sticking lots of little bells inside. They have created their own orchestra. Their performance of When I Got Stuck in a Chimney had Miss Claus crying with laughter. And now a quick message for all you moms and dads and families out there. Okay? I must commend you all, and I am in complete awe of you. This year you have faced challenges like no other. This year you have kept on going. You have ridden the COVID coaster, and you are still standing. Now that takes strength, determination, commitment, perseverance, patience, and most of all, love. This year you have continued to be your children's champions, their safe place, their advocates, their caregivers, and so much more. I would like to wish each of you a Merry Christmas. You are doing an amazing job, and you have not been forgotten. And remember that you do not need to do it alone. Remember, the Affinity team are here to support you. They meet weekly to share their own journeys, to provide a safe place to talk and explore their feelings, their laughs, and their experiences. They come together to share their knowledge and expertise. They are committed to being there when you need a helping hand and to raise the banner of hope. So to all of you, Merry Christmas. And so before I go, I wanted to share an old Christmas story, one of my favorites. Now, would you sit back and relax and listen while I read? Now, this would mean so much to me since I've not been able to meet with you in person this year, okay? And I'm actually going to tell you this from memory, okay? This is the visit from St. Nicholas. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas, soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mama in their kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. I tore open the shutters, and I threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wandering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all. As the leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetops, the coursers they flew, the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. Then a twinkling I heard on the roof, the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head, and I was turning around, down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was all dressed in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a pet just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. Oh, he had a broad face and a round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. It was chubby and plump. He was a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye, a twist of his head, he soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He filled all the stockings and turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, he gave a nod, and up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, and to his team he gave a whistle, and away they flew like the down on a thistle. But I heard him claim ere as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I love every one of y'all. And y'all have a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you on Christmas Eve.